Good evening and welcome to Resistance Chicks. We're your hosts, Leah and Michelle. Why do you always laugh when I say that?
Because we're barely here, but we're here.
We're barely here. Okay, so as many of you know, I had a sinus infection. I didn't know that they were contagious, even though we were doing everything that we could to make sure that no one else caught it.
But she's really good at sharing everything. Really good.
We do share everything. We share clothes, we share hats, we share sinus infections.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really sorry.
Yeah, so if we're sounding funny for the next couple days, just bear with us. But this was really important news, so we wanted to bring this to you guys. There were 2 terror plots foiled.
Today's the 28th, by
in
the way.
the UK today alone. 2 in one day. I got a message saying that
I
there
thought
was...
the knife one was yesterday.
Well, within hours.
Yeah.
Within a 24-hour, 48-hour period, I guess. So it depends on when you start your day.
Okay.
Okay. So police smashed 2 suspected terror plots within hours of each other in dramatic counter-terror operations in the capital, Scotland Yard said. Now, this is interesting. A woman in her 20s, there was a 16-year-old and a woman in her 20s. It's like a lot of, demographics that you would normally think are safe people. They're women, they're 16-year-olds, right?
Right.
Stormed a terrorist house,
TERRASACED.
One thing on top of another. In northwest London on Thursday. And she was rushed to the hospital where she remains in serious condition. 6 other people, including a 16-year-old boy and a 20-year-old woman, were arrested on suspicion of terrorism offenses during the following raid. So I want to play for you this. People are now getting armed and ready. If they want to know, it's going to be filmed.
Yeah.
Right? So this is the moment when the police are bang, bang, shoot them up.
Oh. Keep going.
I'd hide too. Like, okay, I'm going to bring my camera down. Wait a second. I'm coming back up. I'm coming back up. Here we go. Something is about to go down. I'm going to catch this. There's no real volume, really. Okay, so there were some shots fired there. And this came just hours after a man carrying a bag full of knives was tackled yards from the Houses of Parliament as part of an ongoing operation. Speaking outside Scotland Yard on Friday morning, Deputy Assistant Commissioner Neil Basu said how do you guys say that? Willesden, that's
Well, I don't know,
French.
it's French.
Willesden raid was carried out as part of an active counterterrorism investigation. So they had tips and things like this that something was going down. The senior national coordinator for counterterrorism said CS gas was fired. I don't actually know what that is. Sorry. Gas was fired by officers during the raid, which was carried out just before 7 p.m. He said an armed entry was necessary due to the nature of the intelligence that we were dealing with. It involved armed officers firing CS into the address. During the course of the operation in Jasper, one of the suspects of the operation, a woman, was shot by the police. I mean, it just boggles my mind. These are young people, women, Her condition is serious but stable. Because of her condition, she has not yet been arrested. We're monitoring her. So I wanted to show you guys some of these pictures.
Well, make sure, okay, my head's in the way. Here we go.
This is the knife guy. So, bag full of knives. And when I first read this, when it was sent, it didn't say Muslim or Arab descent or anything like that, or even Asian descent like they did last time. But obviously, they did say he had a beard, which is obviously,
Anybody can have a beard.
You know what? Maybe he was just a chef.
It could be a chef.
At Parliament there.
And like special knives. Chefs need special knives.
Mm-hmm.
Like a barber needs their own scissors.
Yep.
Like that.
Yep. So I am, as we all are, grateful for Scotland Yard for foiling these terror attacks. The Independent Police Complaints Commission has been informed of the events. As part of the active operation, 3 London addresses, including the one in Harlesden Road, are being searched by police. 5 people were arrested at the Northwest London house and another in Kent. A man and a woman, both aged 28, were arrested as they returned to the address following the armed police swoop.
Not so smart, those ones.
Yeah, so Mr. Basu said he believes police have contained the threats they pose to the public. Okay. A witness to the raid who wished to remain anonymous said he heard 3 gunshots and described seeing a squad of armed police descend on the street. Having gone to the flat upstairs to watch the drama unfold, the man said he saw armed officers running up the street and surrounding the property in question. They brought down a woman, a lady in a black scarf, a black burqa.
Mm-hmm.
Then on the road, close to our house, we saw she had been shot. The paramedics and ambulances that were there, they stripped off her clothing to get access to the wounded areas. So it says that armed police descended on the area as the road near Westminster Bridge was sealed off, and that was for the knives. Photos show a police cordon surrounding a bag which had been discarded on a road traffic island. Armed police were seen detaining the bearded suspect. The Muslim dude. Okay, why can't we just say the Muslim dude? Come on. Who was dressed in dark clothing before wrestling him to the ground. He was then seen pinned against the wall. So way to go. I'm really happy, but I'm really sad that this is happening. That there were 2. Happening just hours, and you've got the London mayor saying everything's fine, we're all fine here. No, actually you're not fine here.
No, he was just saying that they're gonna have to just get used to it. These things are gonna just keep happening.
Right. We saw that one. I wanted to bring you this other article because there was a little bit more information when they did the other there was 2 articles that the Standard put up. So the operation came 5 hours. It was just within 5 hours of the 27-year-old man was arrested with the bag full of knives. The police, were wearing gas masks. They were ready. They had bulletproof vests and hats.
They were 5 hours ahead of us, which is why I was under the impression that probably happened.
Yeah, sure. The neighbor added, I want you to get this. They're a nice family, a Muslim family. You never hear anything from them. Just good morning, good evening, no more than that. That should probably tell you everything you need to know. Right? Isn't that really what you need to know? So there you have it, folks.
Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Okay, I want to get back to this whole bearded thing because of the fact that you guys in the UK may not be going through this, but we are here in the United States. We have this new thing where all of the young guys think that it's hip to wear.
What is it called? It's so called the lumberjack.
They wear these flannel shirts, skinny jeans, and a beard with a really nice haircut. And
makes them, I think they're trying to be manly, but
if you're viewing this and you have that look, please don't take this personally. But I think, now yesterday, if you didn't see our episode where we covered the president of Austria, he says we may come to the point where we have to ask all women to wear the burqa in solidarity of the women that wear it for religious purposes. And I would like to have a message to all American men that we may reach the point where we have to ask all of you to look nice and clean shaven so we can tell the difference between the daggone Muslims and the stupid lumberjack look. Okay? Just saying. Could get confusing. All right? Because sometimes those Muslims dress really nice. And they kind of look like the lumberjack look. So, there you go. All right, you guys.
Praise God, nobody died, nobody was hurt except for the terrorist. But this could have ended 100 other different ways.
Right. All right, this is Lee Michelle signing off for Resistance Chicks, where it's not just a conspiracy theory, if it's the truth. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Mass Faith 3 and Resistance Chicks. Ring the bell for notifications. Find us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. We love you. God loves you. And God bless. I was cold all alone. No place for